Okay, here it is. The road known for wrecking campers. Dozens of kilometers of unpaved road, full of potholes and pure unpredictability. Of course, we didn't drive all the way to Northern Norway to stay on the asphalt. We came for the adventure. And if all goes well, a reward awaits at the end of this drive. The largest canyon in Northern Europe. We simply had to take that risk. Because this is exactly why we are doing this. So, something very special is on the agenda today. We are leaving our quiet spot by the river behind and driving towards the Alta Canyon, or Sautso in the local Sami language. It is only a drive of about 25 kilometers south of Alta, but the final kilometers have quite a reputation. As soon as the asphalt ends at Gargia, the misery begins, a narrow, unpaved path that winds steeply upwards. Right, the asphalt ends here. This is it. Full focus now. The first few meters seem innocent enough, but you soon realize where that reputation comes from. Everything in the camper shakes and creaks. We have to drive at walking speed to avoid the deepest potholes. It is a kind of slalom, but with a camper and the constant fear of wrecking something. The camper shook back and forth, and so did everything inside it. Just before the end of the road, there was a thick slab of snow on the road. We couldn't get through it, but fortunately, we were able to park the camper about 50 meters back. This would make the 13-kilometer hike another 1.5 kilometers longer. First, put on the hiking boots because the real reward lies a little further on. Our hike of about 15 kilometers round trip starts from here. That will take us about 3 or 4 hours. The path is a world of difference from the road leading up here. We are walking across a kind of open tundra plain, full of low bushes, small lakes, and marshy patches. The hike took place over fairly flat terrain, but it did present a number of challenges. Rocky paths alternated with truly deep mud puddles. Sometimes we could walk past them, sometimes there were planks, or we had to move from stone to stone. The path also crossed a number of streams or rivers and snowfields. Small streams were easy to cross dry with just a few stones. At the first larger stream, we had to search for the right place to cross. Balancing over a number of boulders, we managed to keep our feet dry. The second large stream offered no possibilities to cross. We could have walked across a snow bridge, but given that a considerable part of it had already broken off, we didn't dare attempt it. It was disappointing that we didn't get to see the Alta Canyon. However, the walk across the tundra was an experience we wouldn't have wanted to miss. We turned around and walked back to the camper, now facing the strong wind and occasional hail. Back in the camper, the bumpy road downhill suddenly feels a lot less scary. Once back on the asphalt, we drive towards our final destination for today, the Jokelfjord. That drive over perfectly smooth asphalt is such a bizarre contrast to this morning. It is the perfect, peaceful end to the day. And we are parked. Parked at the Jokelfjord with a view over the mirror-smooth water. On the other side of the fjord, we see the Jokelfjord, or the Jokelfjord Glacier. Tomorrow we are going to see if we can get closer. We are now going to take a moment to enjoy this peace and this bizarre view. The silence here, after the chaos of this morning, feels truly magical. Thanks for watching. Thanks for traveling with us. Next time, then we'll take you to the Jokelfjord Glacier. Until then,